friends, welcome all of you to my this video. This video I am going to discuss with you the types of resources on the basis of origin as well as basis of accessibility on the surface of the earth. So at first you look the text. What is given about the abiotic and biotic resources under the origins of the resource. Now say on the basis of origin, resources are divided into the two types. Number one, biotic resources. These are obtained from biosphere and have life such as human beings, flora and fauna, fisheries, livestock, etc. Second type is the abiotic resources. All those things which are compared of non-living things are called abiotic resources. For example, rocks and metals. So we come to know that after reading the text, we come to know that there are the two types of resources categorized on the basis of origin. Biotic resources, the resources which derive from the living things or the living product, for example plants, animal, etc. That is known as the abiotic resources. The resources which is derived from the non-living things, for example metals, rocks, etc. That type of resources is known as the abiotic resources. Abiotic resources does not have life, but biotic resources have life. Frequently short questions are asked from the board. Define the biotic resources or define abiotic resources. You can write like this way. What are the biotic resources? Biotic resources are resource or substance which are derived from the biosphere. Where we are derived? We are deriving biotic resources from the biosphere, like living things and from forests and materials derived from them. From forest material, for example the trees. So many resources we are derived from the tree. For example oils, then paper, raw material we are derived from the forest. So that things only here I said. Biotic resources are resources or substance which are derived from the biosphere like living things and from forests and materials derived from them. For example, forest animals, birds, fish, marine organisms, etc. So this way you can write. Next is given that abiotic resources, all those things which composed of non-living things are called abiotic resources. For example, rocks and metal. Second category of the resources on the basis of origin is the abiotic resources. Abiotic means the resources which we are derived from the non-living things. This type of resources is known as the abiotic resources. You may like definition like this way. Abiotic factors refers to non-living physical and chemical elements in the ecosystem. Abiotic resources are usually obtained from the lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. For example, abiotic factors are water, air, soil, sunlight and mineral. So maybe you have question. I said one line that abiotic resources are usually obtained from the lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. Now questions may come. What is lithosphere? The sphere of land where the land is exists on the surface of the earth, that is known as the lithosphere. Atmosphere, the sphere of air, that is known as the atmosphere. And next one is the hydrosphere, sphere or domain of water, or the water's amount, the area covered by the water on the surface of the earth. That domain is known as the hydrosphere. Hope students you understand this definition. Once again I am saying what are the biotic resources and what are the abiotic resources. So clearly you listen what is the definition of biotic resources as well as the abiotic resources. Biotic resources are resources or substances which are derived from the biosphere like living things and from forests and materials derived from them. For example, forest, animals, birds, fish, marine organism, etc. Abiotic resources refers to the non-living physical and chemical elements in the ecosystem. Abiotic resources are usually obtained from the lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere. For example, abiotic factors are water, air, sunlight, mineral, etc. Now we will switch over to the next category, that is on the basis of exhaustibility. On the basis of exhaustibility, mainly resources are divided into the two types. One is the renewable resources and another one is the non-renewable resources. Previous so many classes you got the definition of renewable and non-renewable resources like this, where which resources are renewed within a short period of time, that is the renewable resources. Which resources are needs the long time span, millions years for reproduce once again. That type of resources comes under the non-renewable resources. Like this way you got, but previously you not got the two types of the renewable resources comes under the heading of continuous resource as well as the flow resource. Now let's see to the text, what given in your text, because text is so much important. All questions whatever asked by the board, all questions directly or indirectly related with your text content. If your content of the text is clear, then you can answer 100% answer whatever asked by the board. So let's see the text what's given here. Renewable resources, the resource which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical or mechanical processes are known as renewable or replenishable resources. For example, solar and wind energy, water, forest and wildlife, etc. The renewable resources may further be divided into continuous or flow. Here examples are given. Water, renewable. How it is renewable? We all know that the basic source, main source of water is the rain. How rain occurs? Evaporation, condensation, precipitation through with the help of water cycle. Every time water regenerated again and again, one after another on the surface of the earth. So it is a simple example. Now forest. From seeds, when we plant the seeds, then new plants can grow. Some plants coming out from can reproduce with the help of leaves. On the skin of the tree also can produce the plant. So many way we can increase the forest. Then wildlife, after giving the birth of the babies, like that way reproductive process also can increase the wildlife. So it is continuously renewed one after another within a short period of time. That's why these type of resources come under the renewable resources. Now see the definition. A renewable resources also can be termed as the flow and continuous resource. A natural resource which will replenish to replace the portion depleted by usage and consumption either through a natural reproduction or other recurring process in a finite amount of time in a human time and scale. Human time and scale. It is very much important, means before finishing the human, like before date of the human, within a short period of time, it is originated again and again. This is known as the renewable resources. Renewable resources have two types. One is the flow resources and another one is the continuous resources. Now see what is a flow resources. A flow resources is neither a renewable resource or non-renewable resource. Here said that flow resource we cannot say it is a renewable resource. We cannot fixedly say it is a non-renewable resource. This means vice versa. Sometimes it's as a renewable, sometimes it acts as a non-renewable. It does not remain in one location and moves about because of the natural actions in a physical environment. This type of resource, flow resources, not fixed, not state, means it is location is not static, it is flowing. Due to that, some physical and natural processes which is going on, that type of physical process activities going on the nature. Therefore, it must be used when and where it is occurs. Examples of flow resources are running water, solar radiations, wind, tides, etc. So you see the river water, it is flowing, continuously flowing from mountain to the plain. Then it is go to the delta, then again from delta rejuvenation took place, then again rebirth of a reverse, then again flowing, means 3 stages of water continuously going on in a reverse, three stages going on. So like that way, water also flowing, wind energy, wind also flowing, this not fixed, not staying in a one place. Then tides, oceans are seas, tides coming, tides also means moving, not fixed. Tides is going like this way, everywhere going, so it is not fixed. The flowing, which the natural resources which does not have a fixed place, it is flowing on the basis of different natural actions happening or activities happening on the nature. That type of resources is known as the flow resources, means they are flowing without resting, they are flowing each and everywhere, there is a no fixed place. That type of resources is known as the flow resources. Another type of the renewable resources is the continuous resources. Now see what is continuous resources. Continuous resources are those that will virtually always exist. They include solar energy, rainfall, wind, wave action, etc. Means continuous with that resources which is continuously exist. That type of resources is known as the continuous resources. For example, wind, rain, etc. Now goes to the next type of the resource, that is the non-renewable resources. Now we'll at first see the text, what is given about the non-renewable resources. So you look the text. Non-renewable resources is occur over a very long geological time. Minerals and fossil fuels are examples of such resources. These resources takes millions of years in their formation. Some of the resources like metals are recycled and some like fossil fuels cannot be recycled and get exhausted with their use. Here said that renewable resource means which is renewed with a long span of time, and some are that type of resources which is not renewed in a large time span. Also it is get exhausted when we are using. If we are using more, that resource amount is day by day is decreasing. That type of resource is known as the non-renewable resource. Sometimes non-renewable resource we can recycle. For example, metal, iron and steel. If become bad, some utensil of iron and steel is become bad, for example, that type of that utensils we can recycle in a recycling industry. But whatever fossil fuels we are using for driving automobiles like petrol, diesel, when used, then it is totally exhausted, disappear. How it could be recycled? So That is the difference. You see, if metallic things become bad, then we can recycle after use. But when we are using the fossil fuels, we cannot recycle that use amount. They get exhausted totally. So this is the difference between recycle, non-renewable resource, and non-recycle, non-renewable resource. Now you see the definition. What are the non-renewable resource? A non-renewable resource is a natural resource that cannot be readily replaced by natural means at a place quick enough to keep up with consumption. It is not quick process. For origins of a fossil fuels, it takes millions years. So here said that it's not takes quick process to renew. Example, carbon-based fossil. The original organic matter with the aid of heat and pressures become a fuel such as oil or a gas. So dear student, I hope all students have cleared the doubt related with these two types on the basis of origin, on the basis of existability of the natural resources. What are the different types? Next video I will discuss with you the remaining two parts of the resources, that is on the basis of ownership, what are the individual, community, national and international resources, and on the basis of the status of development, that is the potential, then develop, stock and reserve. And another thing I would like to say that whatever videos prepared related with this lesson, all link will added in the description. So you check the description and click in link, then you will get the every part of the video related with this lesson. Hope all students enjoy my class. Thank you.